Could you please present yourself?
Hello, my name is Jean Halsdorf. I'm the director of the Conservatoire January.
Yes. And what was your first contact with this musical education institution?
My first contact was as an applicant for a vacancy to the position of cello teacher in the house. The previous teacher retired, and so I started to work here in 2007 as a cello and chamber music teacher.
Okay, great. And how do you see Escher Conservatoire changed during the years from when you started to be a teacher here until today?
Yeah, that's a good question, because actually times have changed and our whole society, and especially also Luxembourg, has changed in those years. Obviously, I think the Conservatoire of Escher had a very good reputation already throughout the country and even abroad for high quality education, for high standards. It was strongly rooted in the tradition, so it was maybe a little bit like, yeah, conservative or more conventional, not as a criticism, but just like with strong values and a very serious house, which I hope that it still is. So obviously times change, and so also the needs in education and what we actually want to teach the students has to change. So for me as a director, only in my third year, so it has been a long time. It's only since 2022 that I've been doing this job. There is a challenge consisting in keeping what's constant, the values that don't change, that are not that don't depend on tastes or fashions, which classical music, for example, is by definition. So there's not a need to change everything, of course, but also it's clear that we have to take the path and go with the times. So things that change socially, for example, then we have to adapt. And I think that's the strength of an institution that can combine both, like tradition and visions for the future, and be more innovative. Examples for new ways, it can be new subjects, like new styles. So I've introduced only this course this year, the pop singing, chant moderne, musical pop and rock. A few years ago we introduced also contemporary dance, for example, so generally more styles, and that so far in the pedagogical and in the programmatic way. Then I think also it's necessary to adapt a little bit in the times where anything like branding and visual identity is more and more important. We live in a world where visual communication is very important, so these networks and social media. It has to be done very well with a high quality, but it's obvious that we have to go with the times also in that sense. So we have changed our identity, and it's about branding the Escher Conservatoire, so that when you see the logo and when you hear about Escher Conservatoire, you associate actually the values we represent, like quality, but also being like a little bit more modern, more open, making collaborations with other concert halls, with other schools, going out of the doors, not waiting that people arrive here inside to know us, but we have to go towards them, like playing in different places, playing outside, and being open for people of all origins, ages and tastes. And my ideal vision of the conservatory would be still a high quality education center, of course. That's the main duty we have to fulfill, but being open, friendly, and trying to meet here inside people who have different tastes, opinions, and ideas about maybe the arts even, and then that they learn from each other. That is a tolerant way to deal with differences and to work together in a constructive way. That would be my ideal vision of a modern conservatory.
That's great. Thank you.